Hey everyone, welcome back to Ted Into the Cineverse. I'm your host, Ted Hodel, and I'm joined once again by my friend
Hayden Elmore. Hi guys, thank you all for letting me come back here.
No problem. We just got out of seeing A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, starring Tom Hanks.
As Mr. Rogers, obviously.
And wow, a really great film.
Yeah, it was a really good film, per se. I mean, especially for me coming after watching the documentary last year, Won't You Be My Neighbor, which is a beautiful, beautiful documentary for sure that really glorifies Mr. Rogers in a very positive and very delightful way, in a way that he feels mannerisms and feels so beautiful. And I think going into this film, I didn't really expect a lot out of it. I mean, the trailers definitely look promising enough. Tom Hanks is just one of the greatest actors working today, and just playing one of the most wholesome people ever.
Yeah.
And he's like one of the most wholesome actors ever. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So
now we're not going to be doing an entire review of it because it just came out and we don't want to bog down in spoilers.
Yeah, and besides, it's not like a heavy spoiler movie anyway. So
yeah, there's really a lot. Like in terms of the first review we did, which is also the previous video, It Chapter 1 and 2.
That was we had the big one. We kind of had to delve in a little bit more, but this one we don't have to worry about.
Yeah, I have not seen Will You Be My Neighbor?
But you should.
Yeah. But Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is a really good film. It's very emotional. I cried a lot.
He was crying. I sat next to him.
Yeah.
I think, again, kind of like with Won't You Be My Neighbor, I think this film definitely not only shows about the greatness of Mr. Rogers and the greatness of who he is, and of course obviously that's shown through the amazing performance from Tom Hanks that you totally buy him, but it also shows about how he cares about people, how he cares about that it doesn't matter who you are or where you come from, and he says that he loves you and you're special just the way you are. And even in showing to his relationship with Floyd throughout the film.
I thought it was Lloyd, not Floyd.
Oh, well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But, I think that his relationship with Lloyd in the film, and it shows even examination on Lloyd for the most part, because he is, after all, the central character of the story.
Yeah.
It plays a lot into the whole things about forgiveness, about, loyalty and relationships, and what does it mean to be a normal, decent person.
Yeah, and there are a couple scenes where it shows how much his show affected others. If you've seen the trailers, you know about this one scene
in the subway where they're all singing the song, and it's in the movie again. Once again, it's so wholesome just to see that.
It is.
But also, I think one thing I was really genuinely surprised of, just it dives again. The filmmaking style too is very impressive. Even something they use it sometimes when they transition to a certain scene.
Oh yeah.
They play a lot into the whole classic feel of a classic Mr. Rogers episode.
Yeah,
you feel like you're part of it. It's not your typical traditional style of Hollywood. It's just so classical in terms of just that.
Yeah, the transition makes you feel like you're watching the show again.
Yes, but with a new twist.
Yeah. This movie is very wholesome.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely,
enjoyed it.
Definitely. This is one that's just it's just so pure in the world, and especially liking that with those two Mr. Rogers films that just came out in these last 2 years. I think it's so fitting that they came out, especially kind of in a time when we're dealing with so much hatred and so much discrimination and so much destruction of just people who they are. It's just nice to just see films about a man who did not care about who you are and says that you are special, you are unique, and you are greater than who you are, and also shows how an individual is affected about it. If the documentary is more about showing how great he is, then the film basically shows how great he is and then how it affects an individual and seeing them changing their point of view and even help maintain troubled relationships. You see that a lot with Floyd most of the.
We were recording this at the mall where we literally just got
this not too long ago.
Yeah, and originally this was going to be a review of Inglourious Bastards, but Hayden suggested we just do a review of Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Yes,
that made sense.
Yes, it makes sense.
So yeah, I apologize about the background noise.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's not typical or anything.
Yeah, it's not gonna. I mean, it could be an every time thing. Whenever I do a review of these types of reviews, but this movie is just emotional.
It definitely hits you the heartstrings.
Mainly with me, too.
Yeah, mainly him. I didn't cry with this movie, but then again, I'm like usually cry at a lot of films, but this one just made me still feel so wholesome, especially from the first frame. I won't spoil much what happens, just like there, and it's just like so beautiful.
So, this isn't really a review, more of like
Just quick thoughts.
Yeah, our discussion. So I give it a 5 out of 5. You think you gave it a 4 out of 5?
Yes, I give it a 4 out of 5. A couple of issues that didn't really, that didn't make me quite hit as well. But I think as a whole, it's still a very wholesome and very great
I'd
film.
say
That we both.
overall, it's a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, we'll say that. So it's one that we definitely recommend checking out if you haven't get the chance to go see films like Knives Out or Frozen 2 or whatever is coming out these weeks.
I'm pretty sure our next review is gonna be Knives Out.
Or yeah, at least up there for sure.
Yeah.
So
thank you all so much for watching this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification
Yes.
bell. Hayden's channel will be on the top line of the description.
and
down
also
below.
the follow page if you want to know more about our lots of movies and such. So
Yeah, our Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd,
all down
our
in the
blogs.
description.
Yeah,
All
'cause
down-
I've set up a blog too.
Yeah. I've set up a blog too. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and then we'll see you guys next time.
Peace out.